That's disorienting, huh? Hello everybody, my name is Suede, and welcome to my stream. I have made some changes to my audio setup, and so I wanted to give things a test just to see what the difference is now. Let's see how you guys like it. Maybe get some feedback, but also just say hi to everybody. Just getting the stream set up, and we are in a 4v4 match of the modern mod for multiplayer Civ 3. So, the teams are 1, 2, 4, 7. So, Brazil, is that Egypt, Mexico, and America all together. I'm glad you think so, Oral Dragon Thigh. Yeah, the mic. I got a nicer microphone, and this one is known for having a bit of a, what do you call it? The proximity effect, which is generally considered to be pretty favorable, considered to sound nice for like broadcasters and podcasters and that kind of thing. Yeah, the old mic I used to use was technically a guitar mic. Served me well for a decade and a half old, absolute tank, but wanted to try something more suited for YouTube. I was hoping I could cut down on the editing, but nicer streaming experience is definitely one of the benefits potentially. So yeah, we're streaming multiplayer, but feel free to ask me questions about the channel or about single-player Civ 3 or any of the Civ games. Been playing quite a bit of Civ 5 lately. Ooh. Looking like a spicy opening here. So if this is like a continents map or something, or a Pangea, the land is fine. It's definitely playable. If this is an archipelago map, and based on the low density of coastal resources and the lack of a river, it just generally feels like peninsular island-ish. This would be very good land if that's the case. Now, the one caveat to that is, so if we have sugar on the spot, the extra food here is just so good that we're going to grab once we come out of anarchy, we're going to grow in 3 here. So we're going to be a turn ahead of everybody else on the map because of the sugar hill. So that's good. The question is, where does the next city go? And we could walk 3 to get... these are 4 food when you irrigate them in modern. It's a good city, but we're walking 3 for that. We could walk 2 for this. This is like we get the pearls and the expand. There's a sugar hill here, and there's fresh water. And plenty of forest. Forests are important too. So yeah, I think these are kind of bait here. Like walking to, then this is like probably an archipelago map. We wouldn't want to have 2 inland cities on an archipelago map. You'd want one of them to be coastal. Hey, Adik. Is Civ 5 growing on me? There's smaller things that I'm like, I've always been these random small little things that I've appreciated. But yes, definitely. Recently I'm specifically appreciating the combat system relative to Civ 6. I feel like with the changes in movement, like I found them like frustrating, like it feels like you're walking through molasses, but just generally like I feel like on top of my game when I'm playing Civ 5, like I know exactly where I am and what I'm doing and what each of the units are doing. And I know like what the enemy can do and where they can move their stuff. It's really helpful. Anyway, so we're gonna grab this. We're a bit short on food if we're gonna do this, so we need to make sure to get some irrigation down, maybe chop a forest. Let's play some tradition. We're not gonna do anything too spicy, too memey with this. We could even do like 2 chops, potentially. No, we want to leave the forest up, yeah. So. Oh, cool, the power of cutleries. Cutlery and Civ 3 are both very powerful things. Looks like Archipelago. Yeah, it's a 4v4, so we got our team. Archipelago maps are a lot of fun because you don't have perfect vision of the enemy. So in Modern, you start with an Explorer. These move 6 tiles in Civ 3, so you can move quite far and reveal a lot of information. Boogie, I'm streaming on YouTube. Won't be able to join Discord call. Yeah, so but with the explorers, they're like good. They make sure you're not playing in the dark, which is nice. But the downside is that the hidden information element of Civ is kind of removed by the explorers for Pangea maps. But not for Archipelago, because usually you might spawn with an enemy. Usually one or two of the enemies will spawn unconnected to any of your teammates. So you're just playing in the dark until you go out of your way to explore what they've got going on. Okay, so we got this here. If we slow down our growth, we could get the Oasis immediately and then the Tobacco ever. But I think we're just going to plant on the spot for tempo. And then just to get the pearls on the expand. Otherwise, we can never get those pearls. Yeah, we could do like here. And this would be a monster city if we could get the border expand with the triple incense. This is the modern mod for Civilization 3. So there's going to be a lot of changes, but if you are familiar with Civilization 3, you can probably guess what's going on most of the time. If you are not familiar with Civilization 3, well, you didn't know what was going on anyway. So it's a good choice of something to stream, I feel. It's also, fun fact, a mod I made myself. This is the one, there's probably 5 or so commonly played mods in multiplayer Civ 3, and this is the one that I made. We're picking not the most. This is a very draft, happiness-focused government, but with the commerce boost. It's like a buffed republic from the base game, if you're familiar with the base game of Civ 3. Oops. Oh god, we're saving the huts. So if you wait till everybody has everybody has 2 cities down, you can actually get a worker from a hut. In the way it works in regular Civ 3 is that if everybody has 1 city down, you can get a settler. But that's a bit overpowered. Imagine in Civ 5 or Civ 6, if you could get a settler from a hut, that'd be game-breaking. I mean, different people will take different journeys with Civ 3. Some people will get very far. Some people will play a bunch of mods. Some people will play no mods at all. Some people will do very high difficulties. Some people will do less high difficulties, but they can still push themselves a little further. And some people will bounce off it, and that's okay. So in terms of resources, one thing about Modern is there are 6 resources, and they all do different things. There's no, like, strongest resource, and they combine in interesting ways, too. Here we have one single resource, which is oil. Of all the resources, this is probably one of the better ones to have just, like, on its own. Yeah, 1 second. We're going to have 5 shields, because we're going to get the 2 from the forest. Just like in Civ 5, when the city grows, you actually do get the shields, the production from the new tile. And we're going to grab a market. So what oil does, on its own, it unlocks 3 different units. It unlocks the helicopter, busted OP unit. Just go ahead and just airdrop, just teleport your units 8 tiles away, up to 4 of them. You can also rebase to anywhere on the map, any airbase or city that you have, even if it's 20, 30 tiles away. Me 2 down. So that's the helicopter. You also have the bomber. The bomber is a bomber. Bombers are very strong in this. They're strong in some specific situations. If the enemy has a bunch of units in your land, they're very good for like cleaning out those cockroaches. But they're also good for like pillaging enemy land, like making craters and stuff like that. If you want to like kill somebody and take their cities, bombers are not quite as consistent. You need to really know what you're doing and have like a good setup against them. But if you just want to make some mayhem, bombers are quite good. Or just cripple them and take them out of the game, sorry, to be clear. So yeah, you have helicopters, you have bombers. The one thing with the helicopters is there's the special Chinook, which is like a helicopter that holds any type of unit. You can hold artillery, it can hold cruise missiles, tanks, mech infantry, uh, a flak. You could put a flak in a Chinook if you wanted to. Oil here. But the helicopter only holds foot units. Two maps from the HUD. It's pretty bad. So, you want something good to put in. Like, if you can do veteran partisans, that will suffice for the early game, especially if you can do one per turn. But ideally, you want to be unlocking better foot units. And we're going to need to find some more resources to be able to do that. So we have something good to put in the helicopters. If we go for helicopters, it's like a commitment along a particular tech path, right? So maybe we don't. Oops. This is the one with the paratrooper settlers. Yes, in this mod, settlers can paradrop up to 9 tiles, I believe. If from an airport or an airfield, which is something a worker can build. We were supposed to grab a worker there, so that's a bit of a mistake, but we're gonna triple maps. The tone starting to show in my voice a bit. That's okay. Map size for single player? I like small. I also like... I don't like tiny. And... I don't... Yeah, I think small, medium, standard, and large are all great choices for map size. And I'd recommend those to any player. Yeah, it looks like Boogie got a free worker from a hut. Okay, this chop should guarantee us the granary in 2 turns, which is a good time for the granary. Yeah, and so the last unit that you can build with just oil, so helicopter, bomber, what else is there? Oh, the destroyer, yeah. Destroyer is just oil. Interesting stuff. It has blitz, so it's good at like really like slicing up submarines. It doesn't have... It has defensive bombard, but it cannot bombard offensively. So you can't really use it to harass other players, which is a relevant thing you can do on an archipelago. But you can use it for sea control, which would be nice. Any resource. Yeah, but I'm hoping to be self-sufficient here to find my own resources. There's a little island. So anytime in a multiplayer match in an archipelago where you see something like this, where there's an island this close to the border of your city, it should be very high priority to go investigate and see what's going on there. The reason for this is, imagine there was a player whose capital city was like down here or something. So if they walked their explorer here, they could see our border, but we could not see them. So in this specific situation, they could like boat us, they would know where we are and could set up some sort of offensive play, and we would be in a lot of danger. And we wouldn't know. Like, we're playing as if we're... I mean, I haven't done anything too greedy just yet, but we might start doing something greedy. And so it's nice to just make sure there's nobody here, basically. And if there's nobody here, maybe we find some resources. And again, oil, it will be good in the short term, but we're going to need more resources to unlock the more powerful units to win us this game and help us carry. Furs give bonus shields and wines give bonus food, so yes, yeah, I'd say so. In modern, as you see by this absolutely massive sugar hill, there's differences in terms of what yields are produced by the citizens. Okay, so we're gonna grab a militia here. Sorry, not we're gonna use the militia as an underrush. We just want 20 shields in the box so that the 10 from the forest will complete the granary. We grow in 2, so next turn the granary finishes. The turn after we grow and we get the bonus food from the granary. That's the why the timing works out so well there. Uh, what do I want? I kind of want settler here. Yeah, let's establish ourselves on the east coast. There's an island here. That'd be nice to... Yeah, we're not even really near any of the techs that give us something with oil, so there's no hurry to hook the oil. That's a mistake, I'd say. Um, Players will plant like very... This happens in single player too, but in multiplayer for sure. People put their third city like this crappy like desert iron city in ancient or oil city in modern or future. And it's like, okay, but what can you do with that resource? If you can use that resource right now, sure, right? But if the resource is just sitting there, then you're better off planting a city that would improve your economy. Good question, Van. It's a mix of both. Because Civ 3 is relatively simpler, it is more feasible to be like calculating your probabilities and stuff like that, especially in terms of combat. Like, okay, there's a 55% chance I win this. That's worth it. Well, that's why my stream came up in the algorithm. Welcome, Darth Levicore. You got me as a captive audience, so if you have any questions about the channel, feel free to ask. Oh, Statue of Zeus. Yeah, I'd say Statue of Zeus pretty much beats anything that the bonus shield and the bonus food from furs and wines are nice, but yeah, can't really beat Statue of Zeus, or even just the option of building Statue of Zeus. Although, fun fact, if you conquer Statue of Zeus, but you do not have ivory, it will not produce the relevant unit. So it won't produce the ancient cavalry. You need the ivory for the effect to work. Okay, this city runs out of good tiles if we let it grow too big. Where are our allies? I think D1 was love. We're going to want to find them eventually. I've been paying attention more to the stream, but it's relevant to keep in mind where my enemies are, because that information tells me also where my allies are. It tells me where my enemies might be. A3. So that's here. Interesting. Okay. So if I sail west from Sao Paulo, I will eventually get to him. I probably want a factory here, unless there's like somebody immediately east of me. We could like tag team him if there's somebody right east of me, but I'm just debating to go if I go into wartime mobilization or not. Yeah, let's do it. Screw it. Yeah. And then I can start teching a bit more with my gold, since you can't build peacetime buildings if you mobilize for war. So I can spend my gold on teching if I'm not buying peacetime buildings. Are you planning on restarting single player runs? For which game? Uh, do you mean like streams for Civ 3? Uh, I'm enjoying this new microphone. I might enjoy streaming more if like I listen back to this and I'm very happy with the audio when I do. Okay, how do you guys feel about canal cities? If I put one here and one here or here or here, this is unironically like a decent city. It gets the oil instantly, and then on the expand, it gets the beach resort on the pearls. This one would just get the horse, and it would take the horse away from this other city, but it would be a canal. Something to consider. You know what? We're going to do one here, and then we're just going to do here for the canal. That's probably more logical. Let's grab some bonus gold since we're going to finish this either way. I'm interested in doing single player runs for. Oops. Gotta be careful now. For other Civ games. That would be cool if I could get that going. But we'll see. Okay. So we're just gonna put one draft in the boat because that's all we have, but that's all we need. We're really just doing this for information and to get contact with our team. The fact we might like stumble upon an enemy city and do nasty things to them is an unneeded perk, we'll say. This really screws up our capital, passing the beach. You know, yeah, I think actually we do want the beach resort then, or sorry, the oasis in our capital. Our capital is just too bad if we take that away. We're not really in a hurry to hit size 7 in Sao Paulo either way. And then if we do this... Oh god. Oh, we actually do have militia per turn, because we get 1 from the city center. The city's planted on a shield, so we get +1 shield when we grow, and then we'll get 3 from this forest with the wartime bonus. Cool stuff. It'd be nice to do one... Oh, here's Ironclad. Yeah, okay, let's try to shut him down. Gives us a lot of information. I think this means we want to do a boat out of Rio, because I don't think we're going to get caught with our team. Like, we're not going to send our boat around here. We really want to be pressuring him. Is this 5 shields per turn? We will get the bonus grassland. Okay, so we could send... This is crazy. I'm going to do one more boat. We're going to do 3 boats total. I was taking such like a very chill, talkative tone and committing to like asking questions like, what are you guys up to? What questions do you have for me? And now I am going to have to micromanage 3 fucking boats. But it will pay off. We're going to see some fun stuff. I use the name Susan for my I think that's what I named my computer. So when I booted up Civ 4, like I set that as the username for my computer. That's what it auto defaulted as. Yeah, I'm not sure. With Ironclad, he moves so quickly, so we're just gonna instantly grow for the city, the inland city here, and hope that we can take it. Oh, I've got an idea. I got such a good idea. You guys are gonna see a god play. Not this turn, but next turn. Like end of next turn. Ooh, okay. That's not as... Okay, well, here comes the god play. Ah, shit, I actually needed to unload my Explorer. What's his government? He's order. Interesting, okay. Yeah, I traded unit for unit, and, like, sometimes when you take a city, it's kind of a coin flip whether you kill anything inside. Kill the buildings, specifically, so, like, potentially I could have, like, killed a granary there. So it was a good thing to do. Okay. Now we have the very fun task of micromanaging 4 units as they shift across boats. So we're going to rename the boat just so this becomes easier. Yeah, sorry, if somebody asked a question, feel free to ask a question again once things get more chill. Because I need to load 5 units, or swap 5 units to a different boat. You can actually chain boats together in Civ 3. That's the pro play I was talking about. Oops. Okay. Yeah, looks like I did that right. Yeah, there's not really a good place. I could have just landed, you know, if I'd walked on... He actually has a lot of units. If I'd landed on the forest and, like, moved to the... Ah, I just gave away the Explorer. That sucks. Guess this one's going around and making con with my team. Yeah, Osaka's his 3rd city, I guess. He probably has res down there. Okay, yeah, so I can target that. I have naval priority. Like, I'm the first one in the water. You see how this is actually, like, such a pain for him because he cannot get on top of me, and I can just dump all my units onto him. And I've got, like, a 5 stack on him that he has to guard against. But yeah, there could be someone here, so I need to be careful soon. Yeah, so if I missed one of your questions because I was busy with all this crap, feel free to ask again when there's a lull in the conversation. For Civ 3, I prefer no grid. Yeah, I can see all the tiles. Sometimes if I'm, like, counting, like, Fog of War, if I'm counting across water, it's, like, all ocean, I might use the grid. Recently I've been looking into Civ... Oh, I don't know what it would be for content, but Civ 5 has been what I've been playing lately. I'd have to find, like, something where I felt like I had a good hook for the video. I don't just want, oh, hey, here's what it's like if I play this game. Oh, fucker using my own Explorer to... Yeah, so just in case there's something coming out of Kyoto. Motherfucker moved away. Okay, and he's got some sort of resource. It's iron. Okay, so he could have radar artillery. I need to watch out for that. Why is he colonying the... Maybe he has, like, uranium down there and he's going RPGs? I don't know. Let's just grab it. Normally I'm not a fan of frigates whatsoever, but let's just do it today. Interesting how he's not... Yeah, I could have just walked my stack onto that tile. That would have been really good. I don't know what he was doing by not guarding that. Let's put this here just in case. Yeah, I think he's outplaying me in terms of micro, but in macro I'm doing well. He doesn't have many worked tiles. If I could like get his workers and just stop him from working tiles, that's really good for me. So I can move on to, yeah, like these cities, both size 6, and they don't have that many worked tiles, so I'm going to go for the banana and the BG. Let's see how that goes. Oh, fuck off. That fucking... Okay, he fucking outplayed me. Uh, I see... Yeah, God, yeah. Well... Sudi's his... Yeah, Sudi's his teammate. At least I'm winning some combat. Oh, that's fucking dirty, because I could have just as easily gone down here and cut off his access to resources. Well, that frigate is useless. I got con with my team. Okay, maybe I should pivot towards getting naval control. So yeah, let's go warships. Actually, he like this is one turn away by yeah, let's go Cold War so we could pivot into bombers or into helicopter, depending on what we need. Why would you ask that end of turn? Okay, fix happiness. Shit. And okay. Yeah, like you know what? I get war happiness if Sudi declares war on me. I need to know where Nerd is. A3 is somebody. Oh, A3 is Nerd? Okay, yeah, I asked what where my team was, and they said Sudi A3. I thought Sudi was on my team, and then the frigate just snapped back. Okay. How'd you get the resolution to look so nice? I changed the resolution on my computer, actually. So the resolution that Civ 3 was released with was not actually very well suited for it. On and off. Not soon, though. Yeah, I kind of have to wait to see what IC is doing, because he has the transport. He could dump, like, 12 units on me or Nerd. So these little 6-unit landings. His cities are 2 apart. They're easy to guard. Mine are a bit trickier. I need to sort out my happiness soon. This is kind of getting out of control. So, oh, in 2, leaving wartime in 2. Yeah, I'm getting the road here just so I can connect Sao Paulo. And then I'll get the oil. I think like a little micro landing would be good, just like 2 units in. Because like if he has like a frigate or something that could kill my troop ship, I need to know. But if I could just like pick off a worker and then kill 1 unit when he attacks into me, I think that would be fine. Even if I lose 2 units. Yeah, I see his transport just there. Oh, nerd. Ironclad's not doing very much. Like, I think I've whatever he's doing, I tripped him up. Okay, con with all my team. That's nice. They had to change the map, the terrain to get the map gen to work. What do you mean? Could you explain that? Lonut? It's interesting. In Civ 4, I know that I'm pretty sure they had to change the map size for that reason. Iron here, so that's my second resource. Nerd has no resources, but he also is not making a move to planting any. He's our, probably our second best player, hopefully. Oh, interesting. Failed, I'm guessing. Yeah, he's got the radar tower down. 25% combat bonus attack and defense. He should be okay. Okay, so in multiplayer, to take out of wars, like to exit wartime, we declare war and then we make peace. Yeah, Ironclad's probably feeling like he has no clue what he's doing now, and that he needs his team to carry him. It's good because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, can we grab a temple? Nice. Okay. And we get the granary here. Oh. Now, this city's kind of vulnerable, so I don't know how many buildings I want to put in the city. We could do this, though. Yeah, grab the library. We're doing some teching. And the library gives 1 happiness. Can't stand 1 unit per turn. I like it in Civ 5. I like it from what I've been playing lately. Maybe if I played a bunch of multiplayer, I'd eventually want to go back to unit stacking. Okay, so we're back into wartime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I can actually bomb him pretty hard here. I think I'm just gonna play castle and go bombers onto Ironclad. That's my goal. Castle means you grow big in a way that is hard to shut down. Like where if somebody comes from you for you, that they will lose. And I like how you can carry games just by being big and defending in Civ 3. Probably in most of the Civ games, I assume. RPG res. Yeah, Ironclad is the enemy team captain. I'd say the teams are a bit slated in favor of us. Like we have stronger players, I'd say, in general. So if we shut down Ironclad, we're in good shape. Yeah, Daniel. I think I might have came back from going for nerd actually. Basic trends in climate. I mean, in Civ, you get tundra at the top, then you get like grassland, then usually the marsh and the jungle's in the middle, and you have like the desert around there. Yeah, and like the plains somewhere in that in between zone too. It generally has what it needs. So I do have the escort for the troop ship now, so I can commit to like, oh, here's the frigate. Okay, that's annoying. One hit? Yeah. Build on top of the oil. I want the fresh water, so I'm going to put the city here. Cities are pretty close in Civ 3, especially multiplayer, but like further Civ city placements are definitely viable. Okay, I hope he doesn't like pull some ridiculous vision with the. Yeah, good. Sorry, I was gonna say ridiculous vision with his frigate, like seeing my troop ship. I'm gonna go even more happiness here with the cathedral. That'll give me the border expand a little bit quicker. Wartime mode, we're in wartime mobilization mode, you see down here. That's where we're getting these bonus shields on all these tiles. But it does cut down your culture, which is not that valuable in Civ 3. But it has some effects sometimes. I need to know what my team is doing. I'm kind of playing reactively right now. I do an MPT after this nerd. Interesting how he coin flipped into this. He might be tilted. Maybe he's yelling at his team or something. I don't know. But there's no reason for, like, he knows that's empty unless I left one unit inside. There's no reason for him to trade to coin flip like that. Civ 3 MP, but you're allowed to place optimal cities. I mean, these are optimal cities. You may not like them, but this is the ideal city form in Civilization. Let's grab this. Yeah, he's blocking me end of turn. He probably like spent a lot of units on that transport. He might even have another transport in the water. Oh, I guess Love boated him. That's why that's pillaged. Interesting. Yeah, like he doesn't seem to have that much. It's okay. I have enough here to tank a transport right now in pretty much any city. If I'm really scared, I could put down a radar tower, but should be fine. Yeah, Salvador kind of sketches me out, but if I just put enough in Sao Paulo, it should be fine. I love, like, these, is this not, even if you're not a fan of Civ 3, isn't this not a phenomenal map? Smaller islands mixed with mid-sized islands. I guess there's not a lot of, sometimes you get bigger ones in Archipelago, and that's kind of missing here. Yeah, but it's a big map, right? There's a lot going on. It's cool. Okay. Oh no, that'd leave me one. Oh no, that actually works with the mine finishing end of turn. He has aluminum. Yes, that he still can't grow. Oh, I should grab this. The T guard. It's my small wonder for my government. I wonder if I slammed into Ito, could I kill him here? I'm happy just making him miserable, though. Can I get this? Oh, come on. If you land a bombard shot from a frigate, it gives you a crater on the tile, which is painfully slow to clean up, and it's like -1 food, -1 production until you clean it up. In addition to like killing the mine and the road and the irrigation, whatever's on the tile. In they have done in the SMAC Discord. Check that out. They do have like play by email style games of Alpha Centauri. I hear that Yang is top tier. This will, yeah, that's fine. Good. Grabbing Harbor. Is he finally able to attack? And oh god, yeah, he's just brute forcing into this. Maybe if I brought these two over, I'd have been better off. Well, good for him. Let's send this over and go plant the iron. What the fuck? So quick. Jesus, yeah, like you see, like I just lose both my units because I move outside of the defensive bombard for 5 seconds. Huh. I don't know why that unit didn't move when the other one did. Is this a mod for multiplayer on Civ Fanatics? This is a mod that I made, so it's like kind of Civ Fanatics used to do some talk for Civ 3 multiplayer, like way back in the day, but mostly nowadays the multiplayer community is its own thing. Okay, explosives in 4, and then I can just start bombing random tiles, and that will piss him off sufficiently. Do we have any luxuries? Wines here for nerd. No. Oh, some gold too. Please, Boogie. Okay. Thank you. Okay. One more luxury and we should be in really good shape in terms of happiness. I missed some worker moves. Oh no. Right at the end there. I got it. He can't keep getting away with this. Leaving these tiles exposed. One day I'm going to crater him. It's going to feel good. Okay, grab the settler here and go plant. So Sudi's here, Ironclad there. I guess somewhere here is... Oh, fuck. That means Almeida and... Crap. Okay. I think that's enough on the militia. I have so many vet militia. Normally, it's all about quantity of units in this mod for Civ 3 multiplayer, but at a certain point, it is too many militia. Now we can do partisan per turn. Once we grow, we get the forest for 30 shields. Nuclear launch. Nukes very deep in the tech tree, but it's a kind of a slapping units around type of game, not a go super deep in the tech tree type of game. Spooked by that. This time he actually reacted and got the unit on there. Nerds, what's the plan? Yeah, Evadrero, once you got into like democracy or fundamentalism, the cities were actually useful too. Okay, interesting. I have the settler now, but I can't put it on the iron. I could go around and plant his... It's funny. And actually pretty sensible. Do we have 10 shields per turn? No, let's just buy the bomber. Gold for bomber. Ugh, gold. Hamachi, is it possible to run, like, does the game pretend to offer the option of live MP for Alpha Centauri? That'd be really cool, and I might be interested in that. Yeah, I was interested in play by email, but it just seemed like too much of a commitment, and the games could be pretty long. Look at this double plant. Oh my god. Yeah, so I can't... Fuck nerd, man. Okay. I guess he's just on the... He's drafting a billion RPGs now. Should have pillaged the fucking plains. Okay, so new plan, I guess. Marine. Just one Marine would actually kind of fuck him up if we. He probably like that city's probably naked. I bet. It's size one. It sounds like something he'd do with it. Okay, I need to turn off my tech so I can get gold for bombers. Okay. Please tell me there's no unit there. Fuck. Okay. Jesus. Yeah, vet partisan. That's too spooky. At least I get. He cruised me, guys. Yeah, like I can't have him working towards me with fucking cruises. No clue what my team is doing. Gold, that's nice. Well, I got incense for him. Sure, he'll be happy about that. Sweet, okay, that's nice. Oh, some from Mexico, too. We just need kind of map info. Like, finally, like, looks like Nerd has boated south, but okay, and Love boated east, and he boated, yeah, okay. Just bad luck that, like, we still don't know what's up with Almeida. We still don't know what's up with, um, Elk. I knew it. Fucking knew it. Get wrecked. Okay. Can I land a fucking bombard once in the game? Okay. I cut his iron. That's good. Stops him from accessing like the advanced units that are enabled by his resources. I don't know what to do with this, though. I do have like decent quantity of units, I guess. And I don't think they've scouted me well. I also have like the option of like rotating the. Wow, I just built a flak. Okay. It's meant to be a pre-build into bomber. I think I'm going to send this to get a war declaration, to get Elk to declare war on me for the wartime happiness. And I think I can, yeah, I finally managed to lower the down to 30%, kind of unfuck my economy a bit. Could you make cruise missile an actually good unit? It is a phenomenal unit in this mod because it does splash damage in all multiplayer Civ 3. So yeah, for sure, there's like some interesting things you could do with it. You know, if Sudi wants to declare war on me and give me free war happiness, he's welcome to do that. Yeah, here comes the RPGs. Just in case. Yeah, let's just make fires for him to put out, basically. Eventually, with enough workers, he should be. But, like, looks like Nerd's coming for him, so... Nice war deck from them. That's good. Just gonna grab another bomber. Oh, the other thing I can do with this is... I could, like, get maps of them. I really love needs to be on him. He looks like he's pretty strong. Got a lot of cities. I'm gonna put a radar tower down because this is just getting ridiculous. Nice, yeah. You see, cruise missiles are getting used. Guess Elk must be right here, or... oh no, he's down here. Interesting. Huh. Ironclad somehow got a boat here. It's not too crazy, I guess. Oh god, yeah, those are good tiles to get. Now, he is the government with the fastest workers, so... He can clean this up. Like, I'm making fires for him to put out, but nothing, like, impossible for him to deal with. It just slows him down. Hopefully Nerd can get on him, but... Any spare res? Only oil here. Yeah, I really don't know what I was... Like, here, this was an option, but, like, right next to Almeida, and I was late planting East Coastal. In 3, that's precarious. What can I give you, boss? Oh, thank you. Aluminum. Aluminum would be great. I'm gonna go for jet fighters. I'm actually pretty spooked by this. So I'm gonna start, like, blocking my roads. Yeah, that should be great. Because I want to be moving the planes here, but if the city's vulnerable to being cruised out and taken, that's... Why is that even on? Incredible. Uh, nice one. Yeah, he's... I don't think he has the workers necessary to deal with all this. If I can, like, find a worker... Okay, he's starting to get anti-air, yeah. So that means I should just back off with this. Nope, okay, Marine didn't work. Huh. Well, that was empty. No civs around me. Hey, indeeds. Explosion, I could be bombard from a catapult. I don't know. That's strange. Okay. We're doing something at least. God, it would be nice to have a factory. We could do like jet fighter per 2. That'd be great. Look at this asshole, man. I have bombers, like, he should be really scared of this, but the time I had free bombing runs, he was out of range. Unfucking believable, man. Okay, got him. Let's get these dickheads dead. Just zipping about, putting out fires. Oh, I'm getting his capital. Nice, okay. Haven't done too much just yet, but... That's nice, thank you, nerds. I could even... Yeah, I'll have the incense for him soon. The cool thing here, I saved the troop ship. I can actually fire a cruise missile from here, and it can hit his coastal city. In fact, if I get a marine there, yeah, I'll just walk the marine up, cruise, and then take the city, and then I could use helicopters to reinforce. Oh, there's so much cool shit you can do this game. I love it. Yeah, if Nerd just gets the res off of Ironclad, I'm not too scared of him. The same is true for him. He could cruise out my planes, so... Oh god, that's dicey. I really need an Iron Dome then, but I don't have iron. Yeah, I guess just get the rounds in this capital while I can. Him having naval control is a bit spooky too. Anyway, let's fire the bombing runs before... Oh, nice. This is lovely. Okay, good damage onto Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia is order. Okay, so they actually can clean that up pretty easily too. It's still always a pain, even as order. It's like 4 worker moves to clean crater. Awesome, Hoffman. Pity you couldn't catch the game, but glad you're here in spirit. Uh, Cruiser is 55 shields. Mini Cruise is 35, so I'm just gonna make the trade here because I'm worried about him like sweeping into Rio or something. Okay, how's my happiness now? Can I get it even lower? Yeah. He had a Sam here, so bombing the iron is not crazy. I don't know if that did anything. Oh, it killed something, yeah. If you became a veteran, it's because you killed something, so. Easy way to know. I really need this barb camp dead. I'll put... Oh! Is there a worker there? No, I was... That'd be crazy if you got the worker there to drop RPGs onto me, because he's got like paratroopers, a special type of paratrooper, RPG troopers with the iron uranium is the combo there. Oh shoot, I didn't set this play up properly. I need like... Okay. Ah, no. $75 gold. That could be a game. 3 cruises, that's... It was kind of a low percentage play, but with the 3 cruises, I think that will work for sure. We got 20. Yeah, we just need 15 in the box here. Oh... We'll disband a draft. Sure. Annoying that we had to do that, but completely worth it. Okay. I'm gonna have one of these guys on air superiority. These cruisers fucking popping in and out. Yeah, it's really suspicious. Did he finally get anti-air? He got 1 piece of anti-air, but I landed 2 more runs. Let's fucking go. Okay, here he comes. That is fine. He can do what he wants. Oh, I got bombers, yeah. Completely fine. Because I can just bomb out these units. Yeah, like better that they're here in my land than in this city before I try to cruise out the city. Oh, but I actually need the marine, so I need to be careful with that. I'm glad I kept the marine. Ironclad needs a pause, so I'm gonna say hi to you guys. Forelli, hey Forelli. There was a barb hut around you. That sounds very strange, and I can't explain it. I'll say boats dying has a bit of a strong sound, a very dramatic sound. The fuck? Did they unpause before he was ready? Okay, we need to do a reload, which means I'm going to take a bathroom break, and then we might do some GeoGuessr, depending on how long the reload takes. Should be pretty quick. It's Civ 3. We're not playing Civ 6 today. Okay, 1 second. Okay, let's play some Waiting for the Reload Open Guesser. Where do you think that we are? Why are there gems in the ocean? Good question. So we wanted some more coastal res for the modern mod, because peninsular starts and island starts are pretty weak in, like, you'd rather spawn in the middle of a big landmass than like in the coast in Civ 3 in the vanilla game. So We didn't want there just to be, oh, more fish, more whales. We wanted some variety, so we added beach resorts, which are like oases in the water, and pearls, which are like gems in the water. We wouldn't want to do that for land resources, but for sea resources, the visual clarity is pretty clear because they are located in the water. So yeah, that's the reason for that. Just add some diversity, reusing assets. Yeah, they GG'd. Did they concede? Did we just win? Nerd is coming in chat saying they GG'd. Nobody died even. Oh, come on. Looks like, oh, hey, Machad. Yeah, it does. Looks very North American to me. No sidewalks. Oh, yeah. But like looks nice. Sorry, not to imply otherwise. What does it say on the recycling? Everybody recycling? Yeah, this is like it looks like a wealthy neighborhood, I'd say. Elm Street. Oh, that's classic Americana. With the little red fire hydrant. Oof. Okay. I think this is what Vermont looks like. It's Michigan. Oh, hey, Hoffman, you're home. Not too far. Saginaw, Michigan. Surprisingly nice. Is there music coming from the open guesser? There was. Not anymore. This is a music-free zone, although I'll turn on the game zone when we get going. Be polite, Sudi. Reload or new? What's going on? Ohio's a good guess, yeah. Oh, we got new, like, Adik wasn't in the last one. Let's do an MPT, actually. I'm gonna host MPT if the last game is done. Okay, we did GG'd. Okay, yeah. Okay. MPT up. Good. They wanted to play some MPT. MPT is a different mod. We were just playing the modern mod. That's like it's like a full conversion mod for Civilization 3. MPT is the reason that we do use full conversion mods because it is very caveman slamming ancient era unique units together, but it's glorious in its own right. So we're gonna be playing some of that. It's a lot more familiar if you're familiar with Civ 3. I didn't. I see. Just saw. Thank you for telling me. Southern Canada, that is most of Canada much. uh yeah, I think like something like 90% of Canadians live like within 100 kilometers of the US border. So it's that's not something we'd ever say Southern Canada. I guess like not the north really. Yeah, it could be just somewhere in Canada, the parts of Canada that aren't super cold. Although places like up here, like during the summer, if you are below the tree line, it might just look like a regular North American suburb. Anyway, next one. Let's see what's up. Ooh, this is interesting. Red dirt. We got some cows. I'm thinking, I know there's a lot of like ranching that goes on in like the highlands of East Africa. So that is my guess right now. We can like look for something that would confirm that, but I guess Open Guesser is not in some countries, right? What countries is it in East? Probably, we're gonna say like here. I think it's in these East. I don't think it's in Ethiopia, but like this looks like Ethiopia to me. Yeah, Kenya. Good. Oh, fuck yeah. Great. Let's play some MPT. Fin de Opera. Interesting. So, fin is end in French, but opera is not a French word. De is this Romania then? Kind of. In my mind, Romania is not this like gloomy, cloudy of a country, but maybe it was just a gloomy, cloudy day when this photo was taken. In Portuguese, it's fim with a M. How about in Spanish? Because if it's obra is a Spanish word too, and that like opens things wide open if this could be Spanish. What do you guys think? Is I know el final is a word in Spanish, but el fin. Yeah, I think it is Spanish. And obra is definitely a Spanish word. Yeah, I was just kind of looking for another Romance language with Romanian, but if fin is a Spanish word, I can't. I don't. Not very good at telling that. Seven people in our lobby. Fill in quickly. Civ 3, it is 2026. Multiplayer Civ 3 is absolutely bumping. We just finished a game, and people are clamoring. Like, it's a new crowd, too. Clamoring to join the new one. It seems too green to be Spain. Spain feels more yellow to me. It's very flat, though. Like, I don't think this would be like Central America. There's just cows. And Argentina, like, also feels kind of like a yellow country. Maybe like the north of Argentina, let's say. Uruguay. Okay, cool. You are Guay. Uruguay. Guay. Okay, we got old prospect. Oh my god. Guys, anyone. Let's take SOS because old prospector's a quitter. If we were hard up for players, I'd take him. Or if we'd been waiting a while, but since we have people on hand. Okay, and who is the head of the leaderboards? So the way it works is like the top two captains, one splits the remaining players and the other one picks. Like I cut, you choose. So we need to know who is the top MPT player. It might be me. I might be second to Ironclad though. Or maybe Nerd's been playing a lot. Let's see. So MPT, Antiquity, Hal. Oh, they haven't updated the leaderboard since I played a game. Inactive players. I haven't played. Ironclad is number one. Okay. Me and him are both inactive in MPT, but we're playing MPT today, right? El Clasico. Okay. So please tell me this is the right scenario. It looks like it is. Okay. So yeah, IC for me. Oh no, IC's not in this. Oh. That's Nerd who has Claudia in his name. Ironclad is Claudia. People change their names all the time. It can be confusing sometimes. Hey, Ferrelli. paused the stream. Especially in an uneventful part. Like I'm just thinking about this really hard with the screen not moving. No, I'm here. We're doing some GeoGuess here. Very green in the autumn? Okay, that's good to know. Northern Argentina. Was that your guess, Majed? Or did we both have like similar guesses? That's incredible. Okay, the street name, Od. I think that is Turkish. It's kind of, it seems like a very EU sign to me that you wouldn't see this. Dur. Okay, yeah, that's oh, but it's also in no, that's not Cyrillic, that is just Turkish. Okay. This is Turkey. This seems like a nice part of Turkey. I'm gonna say it's on the coast of the Black Sea. But statistically probably near Istanbul, so we'll kind of go closer to there. It's actually Ankara, huh? Interesting. Okay, well, we were pretty close. Not a bad guess. Save me spot? Yeah, okay, SOS is coming. Nice. Cyprus is a good guess. Huh. Definitely. I mean, I guess there are Turkish parts of Cyprus. Yeah, it felt very EU. I don't know if is Cyprus part of the EU. Is Turkish Cyprus? Jose Bonifacio. The CIO is kind of more Italian than Jose makes me think Spanish, but it'd be Giuseppe if it was Italian though, right? What's your take on Civ 3's resource balance? It is not balanced. I think it is intentional it's not balanced, and you have the options of diplomacy, conquest, or early on for iron horses, you can go with expansion. So you have a lot of options. I think there are ways that you can make it more interesting. I'll say like all the things that oil does is stupidly overpowered. And so there are some changes that I would make if I was, I don't know. Area, that's sand. It's like a night. All these vehicles are very nice, but it's too green to be Chile. Like this doesn't feel like Chile to me. Like it seems like a very prosperous Spanish-speaking, like Latin American country. Like at least palm trees definitely say Latin America to me, but it's more green and like verdant. Okay, this must have. Gonna scan that QR code. Oh, it's Brazil. Sorry, this is Portuguese. Yeah, sorry. I thought João. I guess Jose is a Portuguese name turn too. Yeah, okay, that makes sense with the. It's like a nice part of Brazil, but also it's very tropical. So like a lot of the richer parts down here are not quite as tropical. So I think it is somewhere in the interior. O interior, they would say. Yeah, I'm gonna roll the dice on this. Oh, it actually is. Okay, it's in the south. I guess it is pretty green and verdant down there, regardless of where you are. Anyway, so I make for nerds. Brazil. This is Portuguese. Thank you. Sorry, my brain just wasn't working. Power of cutleries. I saw the now right at the end. I was like, okay, that's yeah. And I think, guess da, it said obra da, and I don't think, is da even a Spanish word? They'd say de la, right, in Spanish? Cyprus is in the EU? Interesting. Power of cutleries. Puerto Rico, that's a good guess. Slots. Okay, we need to boot them both then. Rejoin. Okay, so MPT settings, we're going from huge to tiny. It's MPT time, baby. Da, oh yeah, like dame un cerveza, por favor, or whatever. It's actually German. Yeah, it's you'd have to change, like, that's why I'm skeptical to like say what I would do with the resources. You'd have to change a lot to make it good or to make it better. Things start to come unraveled. You see, oh, they're all good. They were having some sort of bug. So I could make could do me for Byzantine Fire. This player's old name was Byzantine Fire, or me for Nerd. I mean, if I was actually locked, I do speak Portuguese. I falo português. Então, if I was locked in, I would recognize it as Portuguese. Just my brain was in Spanish mode because I saw the word Jose or Jose, and I just forgot that that was a Portuguese name. We're doing MPT. Doing MPT. Okay, next one. Me for elk. Oh sure, okay. That's fine by me if they want to make teams for each other. I'm like an I'm top 5, but I'm inactive technically because I've played an MPT a few weeks ago, but they haven't updated the ladder score since then. KH. Interesting. So that's not the Cyrillic alphabet. But what is that? Those are some numbers, not. We are in Vietnam. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I could. We could try to narrow it down between like South or North Vietnam, but yeah, I don't read Vietnamese, and I guess we might see the name of the city, but like aside from like a few like Da Nang and Saigon and Hanoi, I wouldn't really recognize any. And I think in a city like that, they wouldn't put the name on the store. Hanoi Cafe. Do you know how little that narrows it down? Oh, Hanoi. Okay, we are in Hanoi. Okay. Hey, nice. Good guess, Majed. With the information we had, it felt a little northern to me. I don't know. Do you know my own country well enough? Um, Not really, actually. Sometimes I get confused with. Sometimes it like very much feels like Canada. Like I can't explain why, but it's Canada as opposed to America. But sometimes like I get parts of Canada confused with America and vice versa. Yeah, so I don't know the specific things to look for, I don't think. But it's the kind of oh, India. Okay, we're in India. Again, doesn't narrow it down too much. We could look for the script because different if we see Hindi, then that cuts the range in half basically. Maybe. Road number 1. Oh, okay. Well, such a small city, they only have one road. No, no. Allow myself to be corrected. We're actually in road number 2. Okay. Let's this doesn't seem like the capital. It seems like somewhere in the interior. So nice. Yeah. Okay. Cool. We'll call that a day for GeoGuessr. All right, we're gonna play some Civ 3. And we're playing as I thought we were playing as the Celts for a second. I was pretty excited, but instead we're playing as the Aztecs, but we got decent Aztec land. Plant on the spot for tempo. And let's get jagging. We're gonna be jagging off this game. Yeah, like I said, MPT, this is the vanilla scenario. There are very, very few changes to this aside from like the map template. So we get to, but one of the changes were not agricultural because Sumerian Aztecs were too overpowered with the agricultural trait. So we are religious and militaristic. Aside from that, we're just Aztecs. Okay, teams 2, 3, 7, 8. What are the elk? Okay, elk put me. They put me with all the two worst players here. That's frustrating. In MPT specifically, I didn't account for that. I probably should have asked to be captain. Yeah, it's a pretty scary team we're up against in a sense. So we're gonna do this because this gives us more options for where we put our next city. I think we want it here. If he's Greece, if Nerd is Greece, is he Greece? When he plants, we'll know. Then we're in a good spot. I think we need a kill here, which, I mean, Aztecs are a playmaking civ. Let's see if we can squeeze in a kill. Oh, what are we teching? CD7. With, SK middle text, please. Okay, DE56. We need to actually pay attention to where people are. Let's write this down. DE56, Lothar. CD7, Suede. Yeah, C3, Elk. Yeah, like we actually need a kill here to win this game, so I actually need to lock in. I can't just dick around like I was doing last game. So I need to pay attention to where people are so I know where to send my Jaguar Warriors to find somebody to kill. And SK? I know quite a bit about languages, but I don't know too much about plants, so specifically on MPT, there are two civs who have the agricultural trait removed. That is Sumeria and Aztecs, as I said. All the other civs with agricultural are top tier, and the Zulu are also top tier. B8-ish. Okay. Did that not copy? Oh my fucking god. DE56 Lothar, CD7 Suede, AB8 was it? SK and C3 Elk. I thought I copied this. Yeah, like lots of BGs here, and we're going to take an early golden age, so this is really good that we have all these BGs. Yeah, sorry, the one civ that's maybe not top tier out of the agricultural civs is actually the Mayans. Mayans are extremely, extremely powerful if you are free building. The issue is they don't have archers, and archers are an essential tool to have. Like, if you get shut off of resources as the Mayans, you just lose the game. They're kind of skill intensive in a sense. You need to really know how to work with warriors, like block the enemy from getting places where you don't want them to be. Um, yeah, and defensive bombard is very strong in multiplayer Civ 3 due to a bug. So the fact that the javelin thrower doesn't have defensive bombard and the Mayans don't have easy access to defensive bombard makes them quite vulnerable. But yeah, their traits are just disgustingly overpowered, obviously. Just the lack of a useful unique unit holds them back in this. Yeah, the tempo is insane, and with accelerated production, it's arguably even stronger to be agricultural. Forests are good, right? Jags are 15 shields in the base game. There's 7 in accelerated production because all the costs. This is like quick speed if you play Civ 5 or Civ 6, basically. Not quite as fast as online speed from Civ 7 or from Civ 6. Maybe Civ 7, who knows? But still quite accelerated. I'm doing wheel here. Elk, IW, Lothar, save gold. Okay, yeah, I missed that. So up here is SK, down here Lothar, here's Elk. So we're going northwest with this. So every single choice we make with our units is very important when you're playing MPT, especially as the Aztecs, as any Civ, but you have to be big brain. So we're making, takes 6 turns to mine. It takes 2 in modern as most governments. 6 in MPT. It's very slow, but the turns go very fast. So because we are still close to our capital, we will move on to the mountain at end of turn. Now, once we get closer to the enemy, or where we think the enemy might be, we don't do that anymore, because the mountain can give us away, that we can be spotted, even by like an enemy worker could spot us. But right now it gives us a lot of valuable vision. I could go here, but I think I might get blocked by the forest again, but... Shit. Yeah, okay, we just got... Greece between me and SK. That's like his first warrior too. That's ridiculous that he spotted us this early. Like he can see our border. They know exactly where I am. So that sucks. The good news is I can maybe take his worker. Maybe not. Depends what he did. Okay, yeah, that's crippling for him. Go for the pillage. Yep. I guess he couldn't have done that end of turn, right? If he did that end of turn, I would have just walked in. If he's smart, he'll use 2 forest tiles. He is basically... He's very close to me, but the Greeks are like the worst Civ in MPT by far, so he's basically out of the game. Sorry. He is crippled. He'll have a hard time doing anything. I'm actually going to not take my Golden Age. Yeah, he just got a new warrior. Actually, don't want my Golden Age yet. This is way too early. I got everything that I wanted. He should have attacked me end of turn. That would have been fine for him. So I'm going to go take this one south. Yeah, like I can't kill him. What am I going to coin flip into 3 warriors? That like he can build a warrior every turn if he just uses the 2 forests. I guess I could sit on one of those forests in theory. But I can't do much, but he has no tiles for me to pillage, so what's the point, right? He actually should have maybe walked the worker at me. Okay. We got fuck, okay. Yeah, here he is now. I do want to go harass him. Yeah, he can actually sit on my... Yeah. So we're gonna bait him with the archer here. Like I said, defensive bombard's very strong. Let's see what happens if we pop this. I thought we'd be able to go somewhere here, but guess not. It's okay. Pottery. Uh, Rome is south of me. Yeah, we're gonna need this archer at home anyway. In case they like try to sit on RPGs. So if we move this in end of turn, he'll think that we built a jaguar warrior. Yeah, and he might attack into us. No, not taking the bait. Okay. It's annoying because we can't get a settler out. 3 enemy warriors in my land. I'm gonna try to pop another settler. If we're not doing a settler, might as well try. Yeah, it is a suede sandwich. Hoplites are terrible. Absolute dog shit. I was not locked in there. These turn timer, man, but we unpunished as usual. I mean, we attacked Archer into fucking Warrior. It's fine. Oh, hey, we popped a settler. Okay, and we can even... Shit, oh no, I messed that up. I get, like, he saw the settler, so not really much we can do about that. I just need to click, just spam click and spam the 2 on the numpad, and that should... Oh shit, I might lose my archer, but... Oh, no, he actually... Oh! Fucking outplayed. We got Babylon here. Babylon's our ally, thank god. Okay, about time. If it was like another person here to join the party, that would be ridiculous. I think he did a worker, because I never saw him... His city's... Or maybe he's just doing warrior per turn and he is using the forest. We'll be in Golden Age very soon, so... Yeah, we're gonna walk the settler right down here, nice and safe. What on earth is he doing, man? We're still not in Golden Age, though, so this is all completely okay. Warrior per turn is nice. Uh... Yeah, we should be able to kill this with the archer next turn. Oh, he hits into me. The fuck? Okay, that's a very strange hit. All the RNG I need again. I guess he thought like I just had the one, I was overextended and I just had the one unit in the city, but no, that's not the case. He attacked into defensive bombard. And because I killed with defensive bombard, oh. Yeah, I've won all my combats so far. This is golden, and I haven't triggered my golden age. This is just like absolute perfect. Okay, well, it's interesting. He clearly went for a settler. So we're just gonna move our Jags over to go fuck with him. Hey, oh, there's Samaria, our friend. How you doing there, buddy? Okay, so mining the bonus grassland actually doesn't do anything when we are in a golden age, so a golden age must be imminent, is what I'm thinking. Oh, hey, we got con with elk. Okay, that's it. Any iron? Uh, yeah, okay, nobody has any iron. That's probably good. Looks like Samaria's on him, so I don't really need to, like, start turning the screws or anything. Oh, shit. It's not any faster. Okay, it looks like he traded one for one. He went for worker, he didn't go for settler, which is, given how much he's lost, probably makes sense. You see, this is a very caveman, right? Just slamming units into each other. He got GA, okay. He did win the one combat. I think he only has 3 warriors here. So, like, start of next turn, I can attack the worker. Just to not trigger the golden age too early. I'd rather trigger the golden age after the turn flip if I win. Which, like, I don't know, I might not. Okay, there it is. That's fine time for a GA. I should actually probably make my move my workers in his direction. I can just kill him. I guess he could build one hoplite and shut down anything good that I could do. Oh shit, he has a warrior here, forgot about that. He just does full vision. They're both kind of green, right? Crazy, huh? It's not easy being green. No retreat? Oh, okay, I guess I don't need a retreat. Kind of want this guy gone, yeah. Come on. Yikes. Damn. I got the mountain back, at least. Nice, okay, perfect. Vet Archer to get that guy off the mountain, completely worth it. It'd be nice to have maps of Loiterer. Like, that's really important information. Oh, if I had iron, we could do all kinds of cool stuff, but it's not the case. Hey, Doc Maggie. Congrats on the Monarch win. What Civ do you think he'll be tackling that with? Yeah, let's just get this as like a forward piece of information. The forest here kind of limits our abilities to sneak around. DE89, that's pretty far, a bit further than I expected, but that's okay. Probably good. Like, eventually Rome will, like, road to me and set up a play with Legionnaires, which, like, I'm doing okay. I think I could live that, but it stops me from making offensive plays. Yeah, I think it's fine to finish horseback riding, considering it's not like I'm going to be able to do chariots. Actually, let's seize that mountain. Rome is an excellent civ. Can't reuse civs. Better to save the super overpowered civs for the big jumps in difficulty. Are there many? The way that corruption. Someone asked about the trait differences. Very good question. Thank you, Power of Cutlery. Sorry if I was delayed answering that. Um, commercial is actually the big one that's different because it's just useless. Like it pays itself off over the course of hundreds of turns, and there's no. It might be the way that corruption is calculated in despotism or whatever, but yeah, it's just not any good in multiplayer. Militaristic is obviously good in multiplayer. Industrious is good in multiplayer. Agricultural is disgusting. In and out of a multiplayer, yeah. I need info. When map making? I don't think he has any archers, yeah. Oh, fuck off, man. Really? One worker? Or one warrior guarding the worker? Ah, fuck off. Yeah, I wish I had control of these mountains. If I did, I could like set up an archer play, but he could just like I could cut his tiles, but that doesn't accomplish anything. Like I need to know where the other civs on the map are so I can be making plays against other people. Just it's very slow map making. And where the iron is, like I need to know where the frickin' iron is. So let's so we have horses, damn. Let's coin flip this. That's defensive bombard right there. Yeah, Jesus. Okay. Awful, 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 awful. Missing information. We can't play the game. Especially since like that archer is so painfully slow for him to get. But now he's pulling himself back into the game. Oh, that didn't finish. Oh, Christ. Thought I had another BG. Brian Wright. How hard is it? It is very easy to set up multiplayer. Yeah, sorry, it depends whether you're talking about casual multiplayer or like multiplayer versus friends, or sorry, like ranked multiplayer. But both are, sorry, what you would do to set them up is different, but the they're both quite easy. Like for ranked multiplayer, if you're doing like scenarios, only the host needs the scenario. Okay, I don't want to expand towards Persia. I'll take the extra BG. I'll go here. And hey, OpenAI Ramir Gaming. Yeah, in single player, I think it might be. I saw someone break down the math that like a commercial was actually quite good in single player. Also, you need a way to get big for a commercial to be good. I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna grow here. I'm gonna stop. I mean, I might as well send up something to force him to defend himself. Iron, the resources are just so far. Yeah, like I could go for horses, but the iron is so far. Which is a shame because Jaguars actually upgrade into swordsmen more cheaply because they cost 7 shields instead of 5. There is a wealth of single player knowledge on Civ Fanatics, especially like people breaking down technical stuff, like what exactly each of the espionage missions do and like what are the probabilities of success. So if there's a specific topic like that, definitely Google it and look for Civ Fanatics. But in terms of on YouTube, yeah, when I started, there was one guy who had one tutorial on where to put your first city. Actually, interesting tutorial. Okay, nice. We are now not playing in the dark. Okay, I guess still pretty far in the dark. Thanks, Wide Wang. Yeah, Wide Wang, we played one of the modded, like the total conversion mod, and this one is like the classic vanilla slamming ancient era unique units into each other and all that. At least we're not dealing with the Zulu, right? Okay, I'm funny how I have contact with everybody and nobody else has contact with anybody. At least on my team. Oh, we got math. That's nice. No game audio? We could throw in the classic soundtrack. Good request. Yeah, let me know how loud this is. Okay, Rome has a few cities down, but they're not super big. I'm on my 5th? Yeah. Rome might have granaries, though, which I don't. Greece still on one city. Like, it's possible I could just outmuscle them. Yeah, I'm actually not too far from the iron. I'll just build a bunch of Jaguar warriors, colony iron, upgrade, and kill with swords. Oh, come on. If I didn't hesitate there, I would have had him. I would have had the worker. Okay, this will be a lot of Jags. Yeah, just this wall of vision and the trees over here prevent me from getting in. Even just one of these mountains would have been such a big deal. 159 gold and HBR done. Yes, yeah, I got some gold for you, man. Okay, second city out. I'd have to hit across a river. This land is just absolute ass for me. Okay. If I could kill him before he gets his golden age, that'd be great. I think Rome has no iron. Sorry, I misspoke. I think this is Rome's iron. Yeah, I don't see any other hills or mountains. I guess Incans could pass by boat, but Persia's laying the pressure onto them. Our worker was... Where the fuck was... Oh my fucking god. Did that just appear out of fucking nowhere? Am I crazy? That's so awful. I wanted to bait him down too. Like, I saw him shuffling these guys around. I didn't see this guy appearing. That's catastrophic for no reason. Yeah, X attacks, yeah. We'll see what I can do. If this was not across a river, I'd consider just slamming into it too. Let's make him feel the pain. Yeah, fuck, I'm pissed. Nice, okay, we got this iron. We have vision, and these are the Jags, so we have high mobility units if we need them later. Yeah, like he just has this fucking wall completely walled off. He can see us coming. Because we can't... I guess we could put a city here. Yeah, like, that's our best play, I think. Okay, yeah, I could start. Let's just see, like, what's up here. He has iron, but clearing coast would be very difficult to get Rome iron. Rome is probably just going to stand me a stack with a bunch of... Nice. This game multiplayer? Yes. The modding scene is really creative, so there's a bunch of different mods, and they all do different things very well. It's very quick, very efficient. It's not a lobby simulator for 2 hours like Civilization 6. Just the base game's meta can be pretty dull, so that's why we use the mods. If I can just catch him without any... hoplites. Like, if he doesn't have hoplites in his Golden Age, I can just outmuscle him here. And just attacking across the river is fine. If we get this... Archer per turn in second city, that's nice. Yeah, and then we'll do this for the... no, Archer per 2 or something. Could just do Warrior per turn. We got a lot of... Like, we have a lot of units. Or in a lot of cities, so we're not drowning in unit support like a lot of other Aztec players are when they neglect cities. That was maybe a bit early. Trying to do that end of turn. This is the turn timer. But yeah, if you're unsure, like, check out some casual games. We do, like, bot smashes, like, collaborative versus the AI sometimes, too, if that's more up your alley. But the ranked games are a lot of fun. Yeah, he's not showing a hoplite. I think if we just... I could have even moved these guys forward. But yeah, let's just do it with one more archer, I guess. Happiness is fine, yeah. Hope Zulu don't show up out of nowhere, but... Or like a Roman horse stack, that would be painful. Yeah, he still can't see me from here. Actually, oh, you know what I can do? I can do this. Check this out. End of turn attack. Not legal against cities. Against tiles, it is legal. Are you for fucking... Okay, he has the hoplite now. I did kill 2 things. That's nice, I guess. Do I really want to attack against a fucking hoplite across a river? Yeah, I see that. It's annoying. Do I go with 9 archers? I think we go for the mountain. Yeah, let's get the mountain. Nope. Let's do this. Ah, second hoplite. That's ugly. Looks like we got him. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay. Woo! Yeah, I fucking clocked him. I knew, like, when he pulled that warrior out, he's like, there's like 2 units in that city. And I guess we got some decent rolls against the hoplites. Okay, we kept most of our army too. Yeah, like we rolled really well there. Whole team happy. I think I called it. We get the kill, we win. Otherwise, we were difficult game. Although it looks like we were doing okay there in the 4v4. Just, yeah, like our score is was slightly higher than theirs. That's the tiebreaker. Reese family still erased from the Aztecs. That's what you gotta love about Civ, right? We could play for historicity, or we could play for absolute nonsense when you say it out loud. But yeah, like the veteran, the veteran on the archery, these were regular hoplites. He never got his barracks because he's not militaristic. Makes a big difference. Okay. I think I've got plenty of archers. I'm just going to plant the... Oh, Bang and Track coming out to celebrate that kill. I'm going to plant on the iron, yeah, for extra score, extra defense in the city, although it's a bit of a long road to protect. And let's grab a granary. Okay, our golden age is over. It's fun while it lasted, right? Yeah, I was saying, Nerd, I got a good roll on the hoplites. But I think you were just... I guess if you rolled well, I just get stonewalled, right? The fact you had a second hoplite that could bring in was a big deal, but I just killed the first so fast. Exactly, yeah. If Rome does not get legionnaires, they're not that hard to kill. Certainly not harder than Greece, although they have a better, like... Rome is industrious in this, if you're curious. They're buffed. I don't know why Rome is buffed, but Greece is not. It's a bit of like an heirloom scenario, like passed down to us from the gods of old. A lot of the changes... There are some minor things that get changed that didn't strictly need to be changed. And some pretty major things that haven't been changed. Like the fact that if you want to mine a hill, it takes 12 turns. You're going to be staring at that worker mining that hill for 12 turns in MPT. Civ 3, everybody. Because unlike Quick Speed in Civ 5 and Civ 6... Sorry, I guess this is not really applicable, but workers are not... They do not work any faster on accelerated production. Basically, Quick Speed in Civ 3. So the one thing not sped up here is the speed of the workers. So that's one of the reasons we plant so close together, because it allows us to be... Did they just concede? GG? Yeah, we'll reload, we'll check the saves. Anyone who's a Civ 6 fan, I'll show you something cool from Civ 3. But yeah, like with the hoplites, he had like one hoplite and one warrior in there, maybe one hoplite that could reinforce. A lot of his units were like one tile away, and it's because of the way that movement works. It's a lot easier to move from 2 tiles away than from 1. You can't like reinforce a tile under combat when another from an adjacent tile. You have to do it from further away. Okay, we'll reload if they want to reload. Yeah, generally in Civ 3, 4v3 is doable, 4v2 is not. But I'm not sure what their win condition is. Their Rome has no iron. Their Incans is, I guess, maybe Incans and Persia, or Incans and Zulu team up on Persia? But neither of those really have an offensive. If he just turtles down, he should be safe. Yeah, it doesn't like him to quit. He's not a quitter. Could just ask, yeah, the way it works with concession votes. Yeah, he says plus. Okay, yeah, they just need 2 of 3, so even with Byzantine Fire gone, they can vote to concede the game to us. Nice! 2 wins! What a good day of streaming. Yeah, MPT is fast. It's so fucking fast. It's like a 90-turn game, but typically... Sometimes, like, the Aztecs get a kill, like, turn 10 and another Civ loses their worker and they just concede on the spot. It did, nerd. You kind of got lucky that you saw me, but the fact I got the worker was really nasty for you. Yeah, you were very close, and I sent the jag in the wrong direction. I also popped. Like, the fact I popped was really good for us, obviously. But you guys did lose, like, every combat for the first 6, and I don't think that was... I think I wasn't just me rolling well, it was having combat advantage. Second city was fine. The positioning was great because I needed to attack across the river. Yeah, let's see what was up. So this is the turn before. Yeah, oh god, you were really lucky you saved that mountain. If I get that mountain, I can just use the jags to like laser beam your roads. And if you put hoplites on the roads, they can't easily get into the city. I think my plan was actually to use the archers to take the mountain, but when you moved a warrior out right end of turn, and I thought that was my cue to go, because I was already locked in. Zulu really late to make a play here. Temple and capital is suspicious. Also, why the double wall? Was he scared of me? Okay, yeah, good stuff from SK. That's like the pressure we need. Like, I'm not sure what his build was at home, but at least he was sending his units in, like, pressuring tiles, which is good. He doesn't have to guard that road that's... Okay. Yeah, he's got plenty of warriors, but I think he, like, puts one on the mountain, and he puts one here end of turn. He's doing hoplite per 2. I mean, if he just gets 3... Yeah. Hard to say. The hoplites are good with the river bonus. Yeah. I think we both played well and a bunch of random shit happened, because that's how MPT works. Yeah, like, this isn't here, because it's reload bug. So, yeah, he's got, like I said, hoplite and a warrior. That's what I said. I can lock these two out here, and then eventually attack into it. Yeah, and then one of these warriors, I think, is not here. But he had to get this hoplite in. I think he pulled everything out in the end, yeah. It's interesting. Yeah, like, it's possible if he got good rolls here, he could hold. I think I'd, at the very least, like, run over these 2 roaded tiles and maybe have a play later on to set up with Swordsman. Anyway, fun stuff. So that's all for the stream today. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Let me know what you think of the mic in chat if you're still around. It's a new microphone. I feel comfortable streaming with it. I don't know. It's nice. Okay, yeah, that's all for today. Thank you very much. I'm not using the pop filter with this, so because it has like a built-in wind guard. So there's less of like a plastic screen in my face blocking my vision of the computer. Anyway, cheers everybody. I'll see you guys next time.